Is it recording? I wish it was a movie, but it's not a movie. The tea. Welcome to the vlog. We are starting off today by making our iced matcha. I got this powder from Home Goods. It's collagen and matcha powder. Adding a little bit of water, and I should have added a little bit more water, but that's totally fine. And I'm just taking the milk frother and blending that all together. Once it's all blended, you can go ahead and pour that into your glass. I'm just using a mason jar. And then I'm going to go ahead and start my cold foam. All you need is heavy whipping cream. I put a ton because I love it. And vanilla syrup. And now I'm adding vanilla syrup to my matcha, giving it a little bit of a stir. And then I'm going to go ahead and froth the whipping cream to get it nice and foamy. Just be careful it doesn't turn too thick like a whipped cream consistency. Go ahead and take your favorite milk. I'm using almond milk, and I'm going to fill that all the way up and leaving some space for my foam. Give it a nice little stir. And add your cold foam. This is so freaking good, you guys. Have to try this recipe. I promise you will not regret it. There's your iced matcha latte. You guys, we are on our way to the bookstore. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm excited because I actually have quite a list. It's a bookstore called Vroman's. It's in Pasadena. It's like a smaller bookstore. It's not as big as like Barnes & Noble, so I hope they have the books that I'm looking for. I do have a really long list of books that I want to get. Recently discovered BookTube and like a bunch of like YouTubers that just like do like book reviews and stuff. And I've added quite a list, or I've added quite a good amount of books to my list. And of course, to celebrate going to the bookstore, we're going to get coffee. So I'm going to Starbucks. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed my matcha latte recipe from earlier this morning. That was literally like 8 a.m. and I was supposed to go to the bookstore sooner, but it's already like 4:20 now. But it's okay, we're on our way. They close at 7, so my matcha this morning was freaking bomb. I loved it so much. It was like the best iced matcha latte I've ever had, like hands down. A horse! A horse! Aww. Do you see it? Okay, well, that's that. And it was freaking cute. That horse is so cute. I want a horse. Alright, so let's talk books. I have 2 books for sure that I know I want to get today. It's Verity by Colleen Hoover. Oh my god, I've heard amazing things. The other one is, I think it's Addicted to You. It's like okay, English. It's the start of a series about the Calloway sisters, I've heard, and I think they're like these 3 like sisters. I think they're like rich and they're famous or something, and like it follows their life and like their relationships. There's drama, and it's essentially like Gossip Girl but in like a book series, is what I've heard. So that made me like super excited, and I really want to read that one. I just read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Oh my god, I read it in 4 hours. I could not put it down. It actually was super good, and I freaking loved it so much that I want to reread it already, like now. And I wish it was a freaking movie. I wish it was a movie, but it's not a movie. But that's okay. I'm really interested to read her other books. My favorite author, I mean, Colleen Hoover is now like up there. Another one of my favorite author is Ruth Ware, and she does crime thriller books, and I freaking love her books. I think I might do another video, like a separate video that talks about like my favorite books that I've read, or that I would recommend. My niece Marin and I actually read It Ends With Us together. We're reading it together. Well, I finished it like faster than I was supposed to. I'm sorry, Marin, I'm sorry. she's still reading it because like she's in school and stuff. I'm not in school and I'm not at work right now. Obviously, I'm on my maternity leave, even though I go back to work in like 2 weeks. That's another story for a different day. So Marin and I started a book club of our own, and so we are reading. Oh my god, there's so many like potholes. Oh my god, stop. So we read It Ends With Us, and then the next book is called Then She Was Gone. I can't remember the name of the author, but I'll write it here on the screen for you guys. That is on my TBR list as well. From what I got from the summary is it's this mother and her 10-year-old daughter goes missing unexpectedly, and then she ends up like, I think it's like years later or something, or sometime later, she ends up meeting this guy, and they're like talking and like dating and stuff, and she meets his daughter, and his daughter is like the exact replica of her daughter, like same age and everything. And so she's like kind of shook, and I think it kind of turns into some type of like investigation or some type of curiosity that she has, thinking like, sir, like, did you take my daughter? So it's like that kind of situation. So that seems really interesting. My favorite genre of books are crime thriller. I love anything that has to do with crime. I mean, that sounds really weird, but I mean, the reason why I love it is I just love watching like crime documentaries, like Forensic Files and like ABC 2020, where they have like murder mystery stuff. Like I love watching that stuff. I just like to be the person that tries to like investigate. Okay, we're at Starbucks, so let me stop vlogging for just like 1 second. Okay, we are back on track. Which way do I go? This way. Ooh, the sun looks so pretty. Oh, it's good. Ooh, that is perfect. I always get a vanilla iced coffee with oat milk. It's so freaking good. Ain't it fun living in the real world? Paramore is like one of my all-time favorite bands, like ever. The intro to Ain't It Fun is actually the intro on my YouTube channel. So if you don't know, now you know. So, books, genres. So I really enjoy fiction and crime thriller, but I am open to other genres. I've never read fantasy before, unless if Hunger Games, is Hunger Games considered fantasy? I never really read the Twilight books, but I do like the movies, even though they're cringy, like super cringy. I do love the movies, but I haven't read the books, and I'm sure I would love the books. And I don't need nobody else, nuh-uh. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. It's green. Let's go. Going to the bookstore. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. Oh, merry little Christmas. You guys, look at the time. 4:44. And once we get going, we never know. 96,000. And I heard about you. Ooh, you like the bad ones too? Okay, it's getting dark, but I wanted to do a quick little book haul before, I thought I saw someone in the window. Ew. but I want to do a quick little book haul of what I got. So they didn't have any of the books that I was looking for, but they did have one book that I was like contemplating if I wanted to get it, and so I just got it. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And this one is supposed to be about like this Hollywood icon, Evelyn Hugo, and it's about when she's older, and it's essentially a story within a story. She's being interviewed by this interviewer her whole timeline of her life, and talking about, I guess she was married 7 different times, and from my understanding that like the book is separated into like 7, like each husband that she had is like a different story or something like that. I don't know. Basically she talks about her life. I think this one is like one of like the popular like TikTok books. They didn't have the Colleen Hoover book that I was looking for. I was wanting to get Verity, but they didn't have it, so whatever. Another one that I got, what is this? Oh my god, how cute! They gave me a little bookmark. That is so cute. Cool, love that for me. This one is called This Thing Between Us by Gus Marino. Marino? This one looked really interesting. It was in the fiction section, like as like a new fiction that like when you first walk in, like on the tables, it's like new and noteworthy fiction or whatever. It's like this couple. Ever since they bought the Itza, which I'm assuming is kind of like an Alexa, life has gotten strange. The ads for the world's most advanced smart speaker didn't mention scratching in the walls, eerie music in the dead of night, or peculiar packages. It's weird but amusing right up until Vera is killed and Thiago's world becomes unbearable. The tea. The other book I got, I actually didn't know was a book. I saw a commercial or a trailer for this movie. It's coming out soon on YouTube. It was like on a YouTube ad, and it's Death on the Nile. And I was like, ooh, I want to watch that movie. This is a mystery book by Agatha Christie. She's supposed to be the queen of mystery. I found out about Agatha Christie from reading Ruth Ware's books, because Ruth Ware is supposed to be like the Agatha Christie of our generation or whatever. So Death on the Nile, this is essentially Clue, if you know the game Clue. It's basically Clue like in like on the Jungle Cruise. That's kind of like how I interpret it. They're on like some type of cruise. Someone died, and like one of the people on board is the killer, and like they're trying to figure out who killed who, and it's literally Clue in the Jungle Cruise. So got that. Those were the 3 books that I got. They didn't have the Addicted to You book, and they didn't have the Colleen Hoover book that I wanted. But that's okay, because I can always try it another day. It just gives me an excuse to go back to the bookstore. So I'm gonna end the vlog here because it's getting dark and I have to get home to my boyfriend and my baby. I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am gonna be doing more book vlogs because I just recently found like BookTube and I'm like obsessed with it, so I want to be a part of it. So subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!